Welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 12 properties today, and probably not my favorite list, but we'll still go through a couple things, and we always try and have some fun, show you some things you may not even know about just by looking at listings. So let's do this. So the last couple of models like this one on Gaisley Circle or Gasley, I've never known how to say the name correctly, have sold for like 620, 630. At 525, it's pretty darn low. Now, this age of home, you're starting to get close to needing a new roof, furnace, air conditioner, so it's definitely good. It didn't mention anything in the listing about that, but it's good to know if that's been done. If not, I'd probably say you want to budget for it pretty soon. So, 1235 square feet, we've got 3 bedrooms plus 1 full bathroom upstairs plus a powder on the main level. It's pretty open. Back in this phase, I believe they started offering ceramic as standard, but there are some versions of this home with a vinyl floor that was builder standard. They were also charging like $130,000 for these homes, but finished basement, and it's a good quiet street. It's a street where if you don't live on Gasley or Gaisley, you don't really go on it. So it is good for kids bike riding, street hockey, and all the rest of it. But this price, expect it to go up and up from here, maybe even more than $100,000. So 507 McFerran is $585. Now what they did was they listed this at $625, and I guess they just didn't get offers. It's an Emery model. It's 1370 square feet, and this one could go at $625. It was still underlisted, but I guess they just didn't like what they saw. So you have a choice. I've always believed the better option is to go kind of at market value. So for something like this with a finished basement, I'd say high sixes, something like that is probably where it would land. But they decided to go further down to try and take a crack at it. Now they have a possession date of June 9th, which is coming up, but there's still time. Like they still have some time. So maybe if this doesn't work out, and I certainly hope it does, maybe then at that point they list for something higher up. But it's an interesting strategy. It's not guaranteed right now that you're going to get multiple offers. It's important. What I say to people, even with our marketing plan, is that how many people are going to find out about the home in the first 4 or 5 days. That's going to determine your success, along with the way the house looks. And I definitely don't have any concerns about this one. I mean, you can see from the first shot, they've taken good care of the home. But see what a difference light fixtures make. You barely even notice there's carpet here because you're so focused on this and in this kind of thing. So that almost looks like an area rug, but it's not hardwood floors. Now that can be a big objection for people, and it's almost expected these days that you have some kind of a non-carpet floor on your main level. It's just the way it is. And what you don't want to have happen is for people to knock your price down by more than what the hardwood's worth, right? So they say, oh, it's going to cost $10,000 to put, hardwood on the main level. This is not a big townhouse. It's probably $3,000, $4,000 to do hardwood. And I know because we've had clients that have done it on this model. So anyway, let's see what happens with this one. You never know. I've even seen properties. We've had this happen where it just happened on Lederman, where listed at $759. And nothing happened. We relisted for $850, took offers anytime. We had 2 of them. We sold for $875. So it's pricing is definitely an interesting game. A lot of it comes down to experience too, and what the agent can provide as advice based on what they've seen happen. Now I wanted to talk about something on Nairn Circle, and I don't know why they put Nairn Circle West, but the thing I wanted to share with you. Most laundry rooms are not built correctly. Now, some of them on the second floor will have a drain in the middle, but they won't have a barrier around here. If you're going to build laundry machines, first of all, don't use the rubber hoses, by the way. Use the steel braided hoses. They're not that expensive. They make a big difference. I've had 3 clients that have had the rubber hoses break, no one with the steel braids. And I believe your insurance goes down too. So, enclosure here. Okay, if there's no enclosure, where do you think it's going to go? It might hit the drain, but if it's a big enough leak, it's going right down that vent right there. You want it to be a perfect seal. You want it to be all ceramic tile, preferably with a bit of height on it. Not enough to obviously block the door, but that's what you want for an upstairs laundry. Completely. You can also buy trays too. If your laundry room's not set up properly upstairs, you can buy something to put your washer and dryer in that would create the same kind of an effect. This one on Babcock looks interesting. I like the double wide driveway. The home is probably, it says 2,000 to 2,500 square feet. I believe that that's counting the basement as well. I'm pretty sure that this model is not that big. It's closer to like 1,800 square feet, although I could be wrong. I don't want to say 100% for sure. And there you go. So, nothing super fantastic inside in terms of finishes, but you've got that nice pie-shaped lot, and you've got a good solid Dempsey location, which means you could walk to the GO train, you could get on the 4-1 in a couple minutes. The leisure center, the movie theater, the library, the Center for the Arts, Superstore, all that stuff is within just a couple minutes. So that location is really, really awesome in that northeast quadrant of Milton. So there it is. Like I said, not the most exciting list, but we work with it. There's always things that we see that the vision with Daily Homes was whatever's going on in my head when I look at these listings, why don't I just talk about it? Because there's not a lot of gap between mind and mouth with me. So why not just put it on film? And just like I'm sitting beside you, just talking about these listings. So have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow with more Milton Daily Homes.